Okay, guys, so some news came out of DC today that I wanted to talk about, and I found it interesting, mostly because, yeah, we've got another DC event on the horizon coming, I believe, this September. And yeah, I know, another DC event, but and another comic event in general. I mean, we've had Dark Knight's Metal, then we had, I don't think No Justice counted as an event. It was just more of a prelude to Snyder's Justice League. But yeah, we haven't really had, well, I guess Dark Knight's Metal was the last big event. Now we're building in, of course we have Doomsday Clock. Excuse me, I forgot, yeah, Doomsday Clock is still a thing. I don't know why it's still a thing. But yeah, that's more self-contained, if anything else. But now we have an actual event that's coming in September, and thank God, because at least I'll give it credit, when DC does events, at least they know when to space them out. At least it's not like with Marvel where it's, you know, boom, this happened, boom, this happened. And I know Dark Knight's Metal ended kind of early last year, but it was supposed to end last year, and even Snyder said, yeah, I wanted to have some breathing room. Scott Snyder said I wanted to have some breathing room for in between events, so I'll let it pass, unlike with Marvel, who would be like, no, we gotta go do another event right now, we gotta go, 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 go! Anyway. But getting off that, so let's talk about the event called Heroes in Crisis. That's right, we've got another event with the name, a DC event with the word Crisis in it. But this is a little different from your typical Crisis. This is going to be called Heroes in Crisis, which is going to be written by Tom King and drawn by Clay Mann. And I was already like, well, Clay Mann's kind of hit and miss with me, but Tom King doing a whole event with the DC Universe? I'm in! And this is going to be a 7-issue event that is going to be a murder mystery centered around a place called Sanctuary, which is a superhero trauma center for the DC Universe. So everyone from the Justice League to even the Suicide Squad have been going to this place to get patched up. It's kind of like Mighty Med. You guys remember that? It was like, what was it? Was it Disney who did Mighty Med, or was it Nickelodeon? I can't remember. I don't even watch the show, so I just thought I'd bring that up because I knew someone would make a Mighty Med joke. Anyway, so yeah, we've got which is an odd number, 7 issues of a 7-issue event. I mean, granted, it could go on, it could be extended to 8 issues or more, but still, 7 issues. It's usually like a 6 to 8 issue event, or even 12. You never get. It's always an even number, isn't it? It's usually an even number for events, but 7 issues? Alright, I have a feeling, knowing Tom King, that probably has a meaning to it. Anyway, so this is going to be a murder mystery centered around this superhero trauma center, which I will give credit because he's actually mentioned it a lot in his stuff. So we've been building to this thing that he's been doing in Batman, and it looks like from the teaser poster I saw, is that we see all the DC heroes gathered around and Superman holding the Medusa mask, which belonged to Psycho Pirate. And I'm wondering if Psycho Pirate's going to be the big thing behind this, because that'd be really cool. It'd be really cool to have, because Psycho Pirate is like a underused DC villain, but his powers are terrifying. And I'm wondering where this is going to go in terms of a murder mystery. And hopefully it won't be a murder mystery in the terms of, like, Identity Crisis. I'm really hoping that it's not going to be like Identity Crisis. If anything, I'm actually getting more of a feel of Original Sin. I'm actually getting more of a feeling from the Marvel event Original Sin. Because, yeah, murder mystery, and some things like who killed this person, and now we've got to track them down. But it's going to be self-contained. So I'm wondering how that's going to play out. And knowing Tom King, or as I like to call him, the anglerfish of emotions, because he dangles a little bit of happiness and excitement to you, and then gets his jaws in with depression and misery and woe in his Batman comics. So, yeah, the anglerfish of emotion that Tom King is probably going to cook up something very wicked and cruel, and by God, I'm going to love it, because Tom King is right now God at DC, with his Batman run, and of course his amazing Mr. Miracle run. And I'm really hoping maybe, because I know he's still doing Batman. He's still doing Batman, which is, good on him. This has been probably one of my favorite Batman runs in a while. But I'm wondering where we're going to go. I mean, where's King going to go in terms of other characters? So, I don't know, like, maybe we'll get to see him do a new hopefully, maybe this will springboard into him doing some new characters. I personally would like to see him do something, because for some reason, like, he has an obsession with Booster Gold. He has a weird obsession with Booster Gold from that, whatever that 2-3-part story he did with, Booster and Batman. Yeah, that was weird. And it looks like Booster from the promotional image is going to have a big part in this, too. So just let him do. I am curious to see what he would do with a Booster Gold ongoing. To be honest with you guys, that would be something I'd be really interested to see what he could do with. But if you're gonna ask me like what other characters I'd like to see Tom King tackle in the DC universe, I mean, they're not gonna let him. You know, they're not gonna trade out Bendis unless he colossally fucks up. Which again, I wouldn't put it past him to. Tom King on Superman, I loved what he's done with Superman. I love that story he did in issue 1000 and the team-up they did in Batman. I would love to see what he would do with Batman. And, Wonder Woman would be cool. But I think what would be interesting is maybe give him the Question. I think it would be cool to see him tackle the Question, or even something like a little more space-wise, because he did do Omega Men, which was amazing. So maybe Green Lantern... Actually, no. If those rumors of Grant Morrison writing Green Lantern turn out to be unfounded, give Tom King a Green Lantern book. Because he did some really kick-ass stuff with Kyle Rayner and Omega Men. So, just give him, like, a Green Lantern title and let him run with it, is all I'm saying. But I'm getting off topic. So I think this is going to be a really cool murder mystery story. Tom King is definitely going to dangle a big mystery-type story, this big event, and really deal with it, because one of the things he's really going to play with is, like, PTSD with superheroes, and I'm curious to see where he's going to go with, like, the mental state of certain superheroes, like, especially, like, Superman and Wonder Woman and, like, the big heavy hitters, who always seem like, yeah, we're fine, we're totally fine. I mean, we've already tackled of why Hal is not okay sometimes, but it'd like to be cool to see, like, how Superman deals with PTSD, because you don't get to be the world's strongest man and deal with the shit he's done with on a daily basis. Same with Batman. So, and it'd be cool to see where he's going to go with this trauma center in general, of, like, what could he possibly do, and how has this managed to stay secret as long as it has? But in any case, I'm really excited to see this. I wasn't all too hyped with Metal, mostly because it had a very Scott Snyder-esque ending, and Metal was just kind of, really? But Tom King doing a DC event with all these characters, and a murder mystery, as well as delving into the damaged psychology and PTSD of superheroes, I'm in. I'm totally in for something like that. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Heroes in Crisis? What do you guys think of this new upcoming Tom King event? Do you guys like the idea? Do you guys hate the idea? And what characters are you hoping to see in here, and what do you think the story's going to be about? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.